is amazing seeing your face. Oh, down by the gate, girl, we're laughing on the say, yeah, and it was incredible. You made me feel again. It was as if we never left. Yeah. Oh, whenever you want it, whatever you need, I'm only a call away. There are days you feel lonely, there are times that you feel. I promise I'm here to stay. Whenever you want it, whatever you need, I'm only a call away. There are days you feel lonely, there are times that you feel. I promise I'm here to stay.
Hey, what's up? Halloween season is upon us, and are you looking for something scary to get your hands on? Then consider picking up Fobia Volume 1, the horror anthology created by me, J.R.C. It's available on Kickstarter right now, where you can get a physical copy for yourself. This is my horror anthology that contains 6 issues, 12 stories, and over 116 pages of terrifying sequential horror art. Fobia will keep you up at night, so make sure you get it before time is up. Fobia. It's available on Kickstarter. Check it out.
Best chicken casserole made easy with Anthony and Swerve.
DJ spin 1K5. Number 1, hottest DJ alive.
New Anthony King, new Swerve, trip.
DJ spin 1.
I've been playing chess games, got them all checking in. Know they wanna jack styles, we don't need to do no trends. With the checks now in the air, I'm on a trip. Smoking all your sounds in the air, I'm on a trip, 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 trip. Hold up, goddamn, trip, trip, trip. Hold up, trip, 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 trip. My presence here is to breeze in like a Christmas present. No pressure, prepare election. You must have skipped the lesson. With such essence, the herbal incense, it'll get us sexing. With deadly weapons like Smith & Wesson, yes, about protection. Oh, Rick, your head up. First places in races. I'ma get to the it's a sped up, persuasive, evasive. Ain't gonna let up. I'll drop your chin with this money I'm holding opposite, and I'ma lock to win like deep pocket spins on a lot of M's. My patience in anticipation for your naked skin, and the plot begins when we mixing gin and city of sin. I mentioned trip to hers cause I fell on my ass. Must have just took for first class. I'm wondering why she was mad. I guess my humor is I've been playing chess games, got them all checking in. Know they wanna jack styles, we don't need to do no trends. With the checks now in the air, I'm on a trip. Smoking all your sounds in the air, I'm on a trip, 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 trip. Hold up, goddamn, trip, trip, trip. Hold up, trip, 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 trip. Yike, pull up curve, all this competition y'all ain't heard. I was in the kitchen whipping up the bird for the serve. No, I need this chicken, the best acquisition, that's a swerve. I was on a mission, no, they hate me winning, I don't care, I don't give a yuck. Your girlfriend look like yuck. I put careers on life support and then I pull a plug. They told me let them suffer, but that shit ain't good enough. They tried to push me off the edge, but see I wouldn't budge. Gotta get right when they all cross me. I move with a crew when they all bossy. Trying to get me here to be costly. Never give up and they can't force me. Can't wait for the next meal or for the bill. I'm hunting for the grill cause I'm hungry with a fin yo village. Got munchies, come feed this feeling. I love you, King. I've been playing chess games, got them all checking in. Know they wanna jack styles, we don't need to do no trends. With the checks now in the air, I'm on a trip. Smoking all your sounds in the air, I'm on a trip. Hold up, goddamn, trip. Hold up, trip.
Best chicken casserole made easy with Anthony and Swerve.
If you read the hat, it says happy to be here.
Absolutely.
Because I am happy to be here, and I'm happy to be joined by boy. He needs no introduction. You know him from the channel. This is Something Mellow or Mellow. What are we going by? Is Something Mellow?
We are just mellow.
Just
as
mellow.
It is.
Just mellow as it is.
As you can see, we've got the guitar, which is
Guitar, classic, a staple in musical creation. I think most people will have ran into such an instrument. If you haven't, this is your introduction to the instrument. This is a guitar. Well, I don't even know what we're doing. We're jumping in. Did you tune yet? Are we tuned up?
Yeah, we are all tuned up today. Where are we going? We are in a time machine and we are traveling where?
Let's travel to Columbia, 1972, or wherever Frida Kahlo, that artist with the unibrow.
Yes.
Wherever she's from.
Alright, so like some
Whatever.
Spanish stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that one might be good. It's a pretty cool loop. Oh, we need like a last little note at the end there. -3.
-3, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm liking that, yeah.
Okay. We're doing something here.
Chopping it up.
Little chopperoo. Nothing major. Could be major. Never know.
Choppy,
When you're in the majors. Hey. cricket, 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 cricket. Yeah, threw off his whole rhythm.
Yo, what do crickets hate? Like, what do they hate the most? As a
Humans,
matter of fact,
obviously.
that's a question for Syria, I know. Syria, what do crickets hate?
I hate humans. This concludes the beat production segment. Now, we're gonna do some writing magic. We're gonna make it happen.
We're gonna put our brains on it.
Brains and hearts and souls and fingers
And yeah, the body, the mind, and the spirit.
and the fingers.
And the fingers.
I'm the underdog, coming very strong. She's vibing to my song. This moment is now gone. Victory is mine, the only thing in mind. I can't waste no time, still catching dimes. Going for the gold, never getting old. Feel it in my soul, I might go ghost. Oh my God, feel the wave, pack the place, put the smoke into space. Now we're all feeling great, now we're all feeling. I can see diamonds blinding me, crazy shiny. I'm in a different galaxy, far, far away, yeah.
Nice. Mad nice. I think that was a good one too.
No, we ain't made it yet, but they ain't cutting my set. Nah, dealer reassigned my deck. Bitch, now this ain't a frown, this is sweat on my brow. Working man spirit, feeling me now. Oh, I had a time today. Chop it up nice, now it's time I ate what I cooked up on my plate. Nah, it ain't been a while before I left the state. Thinking I might chill a while for my next stay. Talking that I in and out, but I drive away. Don't presume my feelings now, I feel like I'm escaped. Skating on the track, man, that's all I know. BB radio, it ain't all for show. Not as always up for the real ones. Nothing I ain't done before.
I just made it through the valley, and I got a few haters, so I know I got favor. Yeah, I know I got favor. I just made it through the valley, and I got a few haters, so I know I got favor. Yeah, I know I got favor. Someone tell the devil we want all the smoke, let the chains fall, set the people free. Heaven's open, come and get your blessing, baby. Made it off the block, only God could change me. Still throwing seeds, but they stand for Christ. Jesus, 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 we already won. I'm walking in that power, cause we really won. Jesus, 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 we already won. I just made it through the valley, and I got a few haters, so I know I got.
Alright everyone, we are back here live on Brawlers Radio, and you may or may not recognize a familiar face here that I've got, of course, on screen with me today. Ladies and gentlemen, formally welcome Jordan Ramble, formerly known as Ski Mask Jordan. This is a big reveal here, man. What's going on?
It was time for a change, man. It was definitely time for a change.
For people, of course, who watched the show before, Jordan was on the show. This is actually like our year anniversary since like the first time like we recorded something together. Yeah, and a lot's changed in a year, man. Like let's walk through it. Of course, like, you know, you're an independent artist. You went out to California and you seeked this dream. You put out your passion out there. You recorded a whole album. Walk me through like what led to that as an independent artist. Like what led to you actually feeling like, you know what, let me make this jump. Let me bet on myself.
Yeah, so man, where I'm from originally, Jersey was like a almost like a dead area for like music. I was getting a lot of opportunities there, but I felt like, you know, the move to LA would open up so many doors. And it's done exactly that. It's done exactly that. I felt like it was something that even just me, I felt like me, my family, I just needed a fresh start, man. And we just decided to move across the country and just everything has been great, man. It's probably by far one of the best things that I've done, best decisions I've made in a long time.
Of course, like it led to something that I actually wanted to kind of bring up as like a topic, get your thought on here. That's of course, this relates to the way that you recorded your album. I think this is fascinating, by the way. For people who don't know, Jordan did recently put out a fully recorded, self-produced or self-mixed album.
Self-recorded, yeah.
Wow, yeah, and it was all done from your home, essentially. There was no studio involved. You know, a lot of people out there think, a lot of artists think, you need a studio to actually record a proper album.
Yeah.
But I feel like, you know, from listening to that album, it was definitely an example of like, that's not the case.
Yeah. Yo, I actually recorded that entire album in my closet. So I do have a microphone and I have a MacBook. I got a microphone that I put a sock over, and that's about it. So it's like, man, I spent years going to studios back home, and I was just spending so much money. And I'm like, man, I gotta find a better way to do this and make sure that the quality is at least decent, and I gotta be able to do it from home. But man, I remember I used to do studio sessions. I would do studio sessions for like, so it was like $25 an hour, right? And that's like a low end studio, right? But I'd go in there and I'd pay $100, and in $100 in the 4 hours, I'm recording 8 songs, one take, back to back, right? Because I'm trying to save money. But as time went on, I was recording so much music. I'm like, man, I got to figure out how to do it myself. So the Skii album was a product of that, just doing it yourself. It kind of brought me back. I was able to like tap into a zone that put me exactly where I was in real time, so that I was able to record lyrics to that. So like my process during that time was mentally take yourself back to that place and articulate it, communicate it through music. So that was my process through that album. Mentally, I was going back and digging up hurt and putting it on music and putting it in songs. So yeah, it was deep, man. That whole process was deep for me, but I got it done and it did what it was supposed to do, I think. Being genuinely interested in other people is like key to building your platform on social media. And then also creating a community, creating something that makes people feel like I'm a part of what he's doing. You know what I mean? That's so important, and it's easy to do. You just have to not be selfish. And that was my whole approach with the Ski Mask Jordan brand. I think I went up like 27K followers organically within like the last year and a half. And that's from just reaching out to people, wanting to know what they have going on, genuinely supporting what they do. Like I didn't even have to promote my music. I didn't have to. Like what I did was I remember when I first started, I shot a fire video, I made it my pin tweet. And then after I made it my pin tweet, I just started reaching out to people like, hey, what's going on? Or showing love, retweeting like, yo, I really like this. And then before you know it, they follow you back. And then you actually talk to the people that follow you back. So it's simple, but it takes a lot of work, and it definitely takes a lot of time. But it's possible if you're patient and you're serious about what you're doing.
It definitely feels like a genuine thing. Like, because I know I've seen like a lot of hip hop artists on Twitter who, you know, they'll just essentially share links to their music in every Twitter thread, any popular Twitter thread you could think of. And I always wondered, like, when I see that approach, you know, of course, when people come from that mindset, I've always wondered, like, a friend of the show, Curtis King, had said once,
think about how you became a fan of your favorite artist, your favorite song, your favorite album. Was it because they forced you to become a fan, or because you were exposed to it and you made a decision? Also, do you really want the attention of someone who all it took was a tag for them to stop paying attention to whatever they were looking at? Artists and producers, we're not victims, but sometimes we do things that make it seem like we're out here begging for people to care about what we're doing. when you're the only one that made the decision to become an artist or producer. So do the work. Stop trying to cheat the grind. Build your audience one person at a time.
So no matter how much you mark yourself out there, or even like ask people to essentially support something, there's no more genuine support than support that's not asked. Support that is just essentially shown. And I feel a lot of artists, coming up in this industry, I feel like a lot of them lose sight of that, because a lot of people are so content heavy. Like, we gotta create this, we gotta do that, we have to get people's attention on us. And they don't always stop and think that, like, well, why am I doing this? Like, what's the greater purpose behind it?
Like, what I think about is, like, I'm almost 100% sure that there are a million people on Earth that think the way I do, act the way I do, and talk the way I do. And I'm almost sure that all of those people have a Twitter account, right? And if you can find those people that you share interests with on social media, it won't be hard to turn them into someone that actually supports or support them, and then they'll return it, the love in exchange for the love that you show. Because that's what I did. I mean, like, the only way I was able to build a community was being able to find people that were like me. So my goal was to, I'll give you the whole inside, I'll give you the secret. My goal was to connect with people that are up and coming artists or producers. Why? Because I know they're on a hustle like me, they're on a grind like me, and they're trying to figure it out just like me. And I made it my duty to interact with those people. For someone else, it might be like people that love heavy metal. You know what I'm saying? So you want to engage with people that love heavy metal if you personally love it. So I just found people that love what I love and built a community with them, made them family, But if you're not trying to, if you're not communicating, if what you're communicating isn't strong, it won't go anywhere, whether it be good or bad. So I think my mindset was just like, at first, like, man, if I just have this image, people are just going to love the image. People are going to love the image. And it worked. It actually worked. You know what I mean? But I just kind of got to a point where I just had to stay true to my convictions. And I wanted to get people really me. So this image is very important. Because presentation is important. You know what I mean? Like, you always want to have the best quality, everything. Because the way I see it is, in everything I'm doing, I'm competing with the top of the top. You know what I'm saying? I'm not competing with the Joe Blow from up the street or a little Yankee from down the block. Like, now I'm looking at, like, Drake's content, and I'm like, man, this is clean. How can I get mine to be clean? I'm looking at Lil Yachty, and I'm like, dang, his content is good. How can I make my content put my content on that level? So presentation and imagery is everything. It just has to be clean. So, because if you got image and your message is good, you'll be unstoppable. You'll be unstoppable. So image is very important, but messaging is just as equally as important.
The message people put out there in their songs and their lyrics, that can be influential in both positive and negative ways. It just depends on what people are talking about. One thing that made me like notice you like from the start was like, you talk about God in your music.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know like how powerful that truly is, man.
Yeah. So I think it's important to just stay true to yourself. If I try to do it any other way, it's pointless. It's pointless. Skii came from a real place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It came from the Skii album came from a really real place, and I don't know. That's really good. That's a good observation. I think like just going forward, my music is going to be even more God-centered because that's who I am. You know what I mean? And it's important. Like hearing you say that reminds me how valuable that is and how much that means to the world in general. So I appreciate you for that encouragement.
When I see people reacting, and we could show some of this on screen too, like when I see just the positive reactions people have to the things you post online and like how it influences them in a positive way, like I think you're building something really special right now, to be honest. Like that's honestly kind of why I was almost worried at first when I saw that you were getting away from the Ski Mask brand. Because I know it's tough. It's very difficult when people change their brand after they've built something. But I think the direction you're going in is a very strong one.
Man, I got caught up, man. I really got caught up with Skii, man. It was just meant to be. It was time. It was time. You know, I think the Teen Skii album, it came out decent, but that put the icing on the cake. God was like, all right, Jordan, you've had your fun. Now I need you to come on, reel it in. It's time to do it this way, you know? So today I was just like, you know what, God, all right, I can't fight you anymore. I can't try to do it my way, because if I try to do it my way, it might do more harm than good. And like you said, this influence, I have influence, and I want to use it to point people to God. That's very important. That's what I'm here for. So every day I've been checking the Ski Mask Jordan Spotify, right? And I'm like, dang, it's down. At one point, it was up to like 25,000 listeners a month. And then it was down to like 10,000, right? And then I look today and it's down to like 200. And I'm like, yo, what the heck? Like, what? I'm posting, I'm interacting with people, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm getting all this good feedback on the album. Why aren't the numbers showing that? And today, when I made up the decision to go back to Jordan Ramble, I checked my old music page, my old Jordan Ramble music page. I have music on that page. That page has 2,000 active listeners right now.
Whoa. Just on a page that you weren't even active on.
I haven't posted on that Spotify account in 2 months. No, years, not 2 months, 2 years. No, matter of fact, I think it was before COVID was the last time I posted a song on that Spotify account.
Wow.
Yeah. So I feel like through that, God is telling me, I think it's like 1,500 or 2,000. I feel like through that, God was saying like, man, just do it my way, and I'll take care of it. So that's where I'm at with it, man. I'm like, all right, you got it.
What do you think's next, man? You gonna try and do some performances, like record a whole new album? Like,
yeah, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I told God, I'm like, look, if I'm gonna let this go, I need you to give me music. I need you to give me music, because if I'm ending this that I tried to build, I just put out this project that I think is fire. If I'm gonna leave this behind me, I need you to give me something new. So I think the next few days I'm just gonna lock in. I'm gonna lock in and just dig deep. Just dig deep, man. Because Skii was me hiding myself. I was hiding from an issue I had. It's a whole crazy story with how the Ski Mask Jordan brand even started, man.
I mean, I'm glad this is like one of the first places that you're doing this. Like, I feel honored, honestly, dude. Like, I feel honored to know that last year was like your first big interview through this, and like now 1 year later we're coming back to it, and I see you growing as an artist. I see the evolution of the brand.
I meant to say this to you. I'm thankful that you're giving me this opportunity to keep even come on without Skii. So I appreciate you, bro.
Bro, come on. I want people to see that, like, what you're gonna be doing next. Like, that's exciting.
Thank you, bro.
Are we gonna start seeing more genre mixing? You know, give me a little bit of scoop here. What's inspiring you? You know, like.
Yeah. Hey, man, I love everything. Like, bro, I grew up on, no lie, NSYNC, Linkin Park. You know what I mean? Jay-Z. Like, I love all different types of music. Like, so yeah, definitely. I actually do. I have a rock song. I have a rock song that I've been sitting on for like 2 years now. I think I shared a snippet of it on Twitter, and I wanted to dabble in rock music a little bit too. But I love everything, bro. I love melodies, especially. I think like it's one of my strengths. Actually, like I don't sound like Usher or Chris Brown, but I know how to bend melodies. That's one of my strengths, and I feel like showing that off in the Teen Skii album was extremely important for me. And you're gonna be hearing more of that going forward.
You know what this kind of reminds me of, man? There was a pivotal moment in Tyler the Creator's career where he spoke to Larry King. There's a famous clip of this where he essentially said, I don't want to pigeonhole myself into one genre. I know I can do so much more. I know I can be so much more. When I heard the Teen Skii album and I saw like just how melodic it became, how like personal like some of it was, like there's much more emotion going on there. That honestly made me think like this dude's ready. This dude's ready to evolve his sound. So like I'm here for it, man. I'm here to hear like whatever you're gonna do next. Whether it's rock, jazzy, R&B, like whatever it might be.
Yeah. I just want it to be like the goal for the next body of work is Jordan Ramble. Like I don't want to sugarcoat it. I don't want any shortcuts. I just want to give you guys raw and give you where I am right now mentally, where I am with God, what I've been dealing with, what I've been going through, my process. I want to make music that encourages you and makes you want to know God even more. Like that's what I'm on. So it's gonna be like Teen Skii times 1,000. That's the goal. That's the goal. That's the goal. And it's gonna happen. It's gonna be great, man. I'm excited, bro. I'm really excited.
Is there maybe a single people can expect from you in the near future?
Yeah, soon. I really want to just come out and like I've been thinking about it. I hate announcing things before I do it because then I end up not doing it.
Oh, I know that, dude. Like as an artist, I 100% know what that feels like. Yeah.
Bro, but I think I wanna just come out the gate and drop a project. I might just do a single, but I really want to just come out the gate with an album.
I appreciate you coming on for today, dude. This is awesome.
Yeah, bro. Hey, anytime. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I'm forever grateful. And man, just keep going. I remember when we first talked, when we saw each other in person, I think I told you opportunities were gonna come. Did I tell you that?
And you know what's weird, man? It kind of came around the same time for both of us. Because you went out to California right around the time that this comic book with this huge team all came together like on our end here. So it's kind of crazy. People are about to see some interesting stuff in this episode. I'm excited. I'm excited for your fans to see this new evolution. I'm excited for everybody to see this.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. You have such a pure heart, man. Just keep God first.
All right, man. Appreciate it. Hey, well, we're signing out for now, man. Anything you want to promote on your way out here?
New music on the way. Check out my Spotify, Jordan Ramble, Apple Music. More's on the way. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Hey, go check it out.
My mom was calling, asking why her baby's crying. Mama, I just feel like every day I'm slowly dying. If I said I had no worries, well then shit, man, I was lying. That's why I have to make it out, can't do no compromising. Cause it's been too long since I took a rest at home. All the colors drained around me, all I see is chrome. I look down and see nobody's hitting up my phone. See the faces all around me, yet I still feel all alone. It's been too long since I took a rest at home. All the colors drained around me, all I see is chrome. I look down and see nobody's hitting up my phone. See the faces all around me, yet I still feel all alone. If persistence is what it takes, save me a slice of cake. Cause I got way too much at stake to just throw it away. I cut the grass to see the snakes and the fakes that supply me to hate. The flowers growing taller each and every day. They tell me, boy, you should really see the brighter side. Cause since you moved, you experienced the highest high. But they don't see the artist hurting when he's locked inside. I guess it's all to help me move with a lighter stride. To see the better side. I guess it's all to help me move with a lighter stride. But I've never been good at fights, and I'ma just give it all my might. So, just see the better side.
visa. Shawty pay my visa. Solid, she a keeper. Diamond señorita. And I'm with the movement, baby. Dollar to peso, sue me, Navy. Blue bags got me cruising lazy. Cool life got us true in 80s. Colorful like Easter. Shawty pay my visa. Solid, she a keeper. Diamond señorita. And I'm with the movement, baby. Dollar to peso, sue me, Navy. Blue bags got me cruising lazy. Cool life got us true in 80s.
Stop how you do, you gon' end up in Jimmy Choo's. Chew me like food, how you do, you increase the mood. Groove and you move, how you do me, no attitude. Rude, how you zoom, please resume, turn on flashbacks noon. Making my songs on the moon, then you pull the shrubs. Do how you do me, consume me, I'm yours by noon. Sold me like jewelry, my jury, I'm guilty to. Accuse me, been groovy, I'm 2G, catch altitude.
Like Easter, shawty pay my visa. Solid, she a keeper. Diamond señorita. And I'm with the movement, baby. Dollar to peso, sue me, Navy. Blue bags got me cruising lazy. Cool life got us true in 80s.
Bell, hit the road, hoes be poison, you the antidote. Cold, you stand froze, counting 10, you gon' snatch your toes. Gold on your throne, and you know what you worth and go. Know what you know, and the law's just an option code. Go where you go, round the globe, know that they gon' fall. Stroll on these hoes, see the dough, you walk in bankroll. Curve, you to go, never been one of them option toes. Stole with my soul, make it free.
Okay. Bring me down, darling. You can say what you need to say. Bring me down, darling. No, I said I would keep my head in place. So bring me down, darling. Won't forget who I am. No way, no way.